Porter, you knew with the halftime lead they were going to come out strong and try to give you the first punch. Just talk about your team's ability to respond time and time again second half.
I thought that was a big key. We did know that they've been down and before they keep battling back. So we knew that, and they cut it to I think 6. And then I was debating whether to call a timeout or not. I just trusted it. We tried to get some stops, and then we got it right back up to 10 or 12 again. So those guys have been doing that, bouncing back, and I got to credit our guys to just settling down, getting some stops. But we knew Arkansas was going to keep fighting, coming back, and they did. And then they play so hard, and we knew that at the halftime was a lot of basketball left.
Ryan Chapman.
Once you reestablished that lead, that's kind of when the technicals and temper started to flare there. What was the key to keeping everybody similarly kind of calm back down for that?
I don't know if I had that key because we were playing emotionally too. You know, it's an emotional game. I think the atmosphere is awesome here in Tulsa. I think both schools, had tremendous enthusiasm, and so I don't know what the key was because I didn't really, we played emotionally too, and not you can play with emotion, but you got to hold, you can't play emotionally, and but I think I think we had a lot of guys step up. I think JV continued to step up. I think Rivaldo Soares had a really solid game for us. Tega hit a big shot. Los hit a big drive and a shot. So I think we had different guys continue to step up. Sam made 4 key free throws in a stretch. So a lot of guys kept on stepping up. I thought our defense was very good in the first half, and then I think both teams got to be a free throw war in the second half. But I thought we did a lot of things we wanted to do in the first half defensively.
Coach, this is a special game for the city of Tulsa. Can you talk about the evolution of this series, the last 3 years at the BOK, and then what do you foresee in the future when you both are SEC opponents?
I've said it for 3 years in a row. It feels like an NCAA regional. You're driving the bus here, you see everybody out in front. You see the bands, you see both teams, all the colors. You walk into the beautiful arena and you see all this. So I thought it had an NCAA regional feel the last 3 years, and I thought Tulsa's done a great job with the event.
Ryan Neighbor.
Yeah, Porter, you touched on JV on there, but that first 5 minutes or so in the second half, how important was he, especially on the offensive end, but on both ends, in helping sort of steady the ship there?
Big. I think he had a big 3, and he might have had a 2 as well.
I think he
Drew a foul. Drew a foul, had 2, so he had 5 points in that. Yeah, that 3, those are big, because they're they're in their locker room because they're a great program. I mean, look, you don't get what you've done without knowing that there's 20 minutes left. They came back and they did what we thought, and then for him to hit a 3 like that, score 5 straight, shows us how much he means to us, and those were big points when they were making a run to start the half.
Jesse.
Porter, Arkansas shot under 30%, I think, in that first half. You've talked about defense creating offense, but are you, through 9 games, are you seeing maybe the team find a rhythm defensively and defend with the effort you're looking for?
Absolutely. I mean, we're trying to play more up-tempo, score more points, and get more possessions. But the biggest thing we're saying is that you don't want to do it at the expense of your defense. And I thought the guys were playing hard on defense. I mean, I just think that's been a key for us. We got some pieces that can guard. Tega, Rivaldo, Latre, they can really guard. And Jalen Moore. I thought Sam's defense in the second half, they bottled up some things in the ball screen on the side. And so I thought, but it's what we're trying to do is not, we want to play faster, we want to play more athletic, but not at the expense of our defense. And the guys have been great at believing that.
Bob.
Bob Wolf from the Arkansas Democrats. I have 2 prior bets. Well, first of all, congrats for not getting technical. You're one of the few people out there. Have you ever been involved, or do you recall being involved in a game with 6 techs? And Eric.
Let me think about 2 years ago. Did it happen 2 years ago? We got that many texts?
Eric got 2
Oh.
last year, 2 years ago.
I've never been in a game where my team had that many. Like, that's the most we've had. And it's just, I want to look at them because, of course, my guys are like, I didn't say anything. It's like, okay. But, I think they're playing emotionally. I don't think so. So we got to be better. We got to be better. And so, no, I don't know if I have been, Bob.
Well, you and Eric have gone against each other a few times. He was out there, like, going kind of crazy. Well, from your bench view, what do you see?
I'm not going to comment on it. He's a competitor. Outstanding coach, and I'm not, that's about all, you know, it is what it is.
That's a comment.
Yeah.
And then, as far as, I don't know if you guys.
Okay. It's a positive comment. I know you were like this. You had the fishing pole out there for another, but all I got is positive
I don't
comments.
know if you guys are Arkansas, I know you'll play home and home next year, or Fayetteville, or.
Yeah, I don't know.
But just, yeah, what do you think about the rivalry moving forward? Because obviously now you're gonna be conference teams.
His storied program. I mean, obviously, they've done extremely well, and so we're excited. You know, I've said this many times, and, you know, we're trying to be great where our feet is today. You know, we got a great non-conference slate. We got a Big 12 slate coming up, who's off to an unbelievable start. We'll move forward to the SEC next year, you know, I know this has been great in Tulsa. I think both programs, it's been great NCAA-type regional atmospheres here.
You got time for maybe one or two more questions? Any additional questions for Coach?
Coach, you guys scored 26 of your 36 points in the first half. What did you see from Arkansas defensively, or what kind of do that?
Well, we know how good a shot blocking team they are. So what we didn't want to be passive. We still wanted to attack downhill. And yeah, they blocked some of our shots. They did, but I did think we got to the rim as well. And I think that's the key is do you want to be completely taken out of your game? We wanted to play smart, get downhill, and if they collapsed, kick it out, one more. I don't know if we did that great all the time. I know they got some block shots, but you can't be afraid to go attack the rim. And I thought early on, Ortega got to the rim, JVN got to the rim, and I thought that was some key plays to just set the tone like, hey, we still need to be aggressive and attack the rim.